You didn't run a marathon. You didn't climb a mountain. You just sat in a chair all day, and somehow you feel completely destroyed. This isn't burnout from overworking. It's exhaustion from living a life that never truly rests. 1. The Great Modern Exhaustion. You come home at 6:47 p.m., drop your bag, and sink into the couch, too tired to even change your clothes. And here's what doesn't make sense. You didn't do anything extreme. You sat there, typing, thinking, replying, smiling when you didn't feel like it. No heavy lifting, no sprinting, just sitting, talking, scrolling. And yet, you feel completely drained, like you've been running all day inside your own mind. Welcome to the Great Modern Exhaustion, a quiet fatigue that hides behind screens and polite conversations. Your body looks fine, but your brain is screaming for silence. Our grandparents came home with sore backs but peaceful minds. We come home with bodies untouched, but minds shredded by invisible demands. You're tired not because you did too much. You're tired because you never truly stop. Even when you rest, you're thinking about what's next. Your brain is constantly preparing, predicting, processing. And that mental noise never turns off. We live in an era where stillness feels guilty and productivity feels like survival. You're expected to be reachable, responsive, on, always. But when everything is urgent, nothing ever feels enough. 2. The hidden system, draining you. Before you blame yourself, thinking you lack discipline, stop right there. You're not broken. You're running an ancient operating system in a world that demands constant updates. Your biology hasn't changed much in 50,000 years. Your brain still thinks it's living in nature, hunting, gathering, resting by the fire. But now, every ping, every email, every notification is read as a possible threat. Your nervous system keeps sounding the alarm. You wake up to alerts. You work with alerts. You fall asleep to alerts. You're not living a day. You're surviving a sequence of interruptions, and each one costs you a little energy. You don't see it, but your body does. Your heart beats slightly faster. Your breathing shallows. Your muscles tighten just a little. Not enough to notice, just enough to wear you down. It's not the big problems that exhaust you. It's the hundreds of micro stresses your brain treats like emergencies. The unfinished to-do list, the unread message, the fake smile. They accumulate quietly, and together, they drain your life force. 3. The energy you can't see. You think you're tired because you worked, but you're actually tired because you worried. You've been multitasking between 1,000 invisible tabs. What if I forgot something? What did they mean by that message? Am I doing enough? Your brain burns energy for every decision, every prediction, every self-doubt. And the cruel part? It doesn't know the difference between real danger and imagined stress. To your mind, both feel the same. So even when nothing's happening, you're burning fuel, worrying, comparing, overanalyzing. And unlike your phone, you don't get to recharge by plugging in. You recharge by disconnecting, something most people forgot how to do. This isn't just tiredness, it's emotional debt. And every day you borrow a little more energy from a future version of yourself who's already running low. 4. The Fragmented Mind. Every time you switch tasks, your brain pays a toll. It takes around 20 minutes to refocus after a single interruption, but you're switching every 5. You're not multitasking. You're micro-fragmenting your focus until there's nothing left to give. You start 10 things, finish none, and feel guilty for not being productive enough, even though you never stopped moving. You're everywhere and nowhere at once, half in the meeting, half in your thoughts, half in a daydream about the weekend that never arrives. And the environment doesn't help. The noise, the screens, the fluorescent lights, they overstimulate your senses in ways your body was never meant to handle. You're processing hundreds of bits of sensory input every second, and your brain keeps saying, "I can't keep up." Then comes the sitting paradox, being physically motionless, but mentally sprinting. Your body is idle while your mind burns out. That imbalance, a restless brain trapped in a still body, is why you end every day feeling both tired and anxious. 5. The loop that keeps you tired. By evening, your brain's decision fuel is gone. You've spent all day making choices: what to say, how to respond, what to ignore, what to care about. And now, even small things feel impossible. That's not weakness, it's decision fatigue. You open your phone to unwind, but it's a trap. The moment you scroll, you invite more noise in, more comparison, more stimulation, more exhaustion disguised as entertainment. You call it relaxing, but it's really your brain begging for dopamine because it doesn't know what rest feels like anymore. You stay up late because you want at least one moment of control, 1 hour that feels like it belongs to you. That's why you scroll until midnight. It's not irresponsibility, it's revenge. Revenge for a day that never felt yours. Then you wake up foggy, drained, and repeat the cycle all over again. Fatigue leads to distraction. Distraction leads to guilt. Guilt leads to more fatigue. And the loop tightens day after day until exhaustion becomes your new normal. 6. The way out. Here's the good news. What drains you can also be reversed. The same way tiny stresses compound into burnout, tiny acts of awareness can compound into peace. You don't have to fix your whole life. You just have to stop leaking energy faster than you refill it. Start with one pause. Turn off half your notifications. Take a walk without your phone. Close your eyes for 60 seconds and breathe. Eat without scrolling. Sit in silence for 5 minutes and just exist. You don't need a massive reset. You need rhythm, moments of rest between bursts of effort. Because your energy is sacred, the quiet current behind everything that makes you human. When you say "I'm tired," you're really saying "I'm overstimulated." When you say "I can't focus," you're saying "I've been running on noise for too long." You don't need more motivation. You need stillness. Stillness heals faster than any self-help trick you'll ever read. So tonight, before you scroll yourself to sleep, stop. Let silence wash over you. Let your body remember what calm feels like. That's where your energy starts to rebuild. Not in chaos, but in quiet. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're simply human, trying to stay sane in a world that never slows down. But you can take your energy back. You can choose presence over pressure. You can rest, not as an escape, but as an act of strength. At the end of the day, it's not your workload that breaks you. It's the invisible weight you carry without noticing. Every ignored boundary, every endless alert, every forced smile, they all drain a little piece of you. The real lesson isn't to push harder. It's to align deeper, to protect your focus, your peace, and your presence. Because peace isn't found in doing more. It's found in awareness. You're not here to survive your days. You're here to live them, fully awake, fully alive. So tonight, pause before the scroll. Take one mindful breath. Let your mind rest where your body is. If this message spoke to you, subscribe to Thrive Daily. And together, let's build a life that feels lighter, calmer, and more alive. One mindful breath at a time.